I was born in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. My 4 grandparents were Irish immigrants, and we were Roman Catholic. And my folks thought it would be a good idea to go to a Catholic college. So I chose to go to Stonehill College, which is south of Boston, and it's run by the Congregation of Holy Cross. I was very, very inspired by the Holy Cross Fathers. They were progressive, and of course it was in the shadow of the end of the Second Vatican Council. It was like shocking. The church was changing almost every day. One of the priests who taught math and physics canceled class to go to Selma to march with Dr. King. I'd been around priests in the local parish, but I had never seen anything like that. And I can remember sitting around the dormitory talking with people, and some guy, I wish I could remember who it was, this guy said, "Father Labouré thinks the sanctuary is in Selma." And it opened up a whole different world to me. It became clear that a graduate degree in theology and some interesting life experience isn't going to get you a job. And so I thought to myself, well, who were the professionals you most admired and you've learned the most from? And I said, well, nurses. I was taking the T back to Cambridge, and there's an ad where all those ads are, and it says, openings at Labouré College. So I got home and called Labouré College, and they said, yeah, come down. I felt very fortunate. Usually a new nurse wouldn't go to the Pine Street Clinic. I mean, that was a pretty intense place. But they needed someone there, and so that's where I went and spent a long time there and really liked it. It was holy work, my word. And I met a great, great group of people. So I knew, because I had spent so much time with homeless people, that I wanted to go to work for healthcare for the homeless. And I sent a letter to a nurse, this guy Barry Bach, who was director of operations. And it seemed like before it got there, Barry Bach was on the phone. And he said, when can you come in to talk? You know, it was all hands on deck right away. Fortunately, as a priest, I had worked with a lot of alcoholics. I was good at relating to them. Part of what I did was very clinical, like planting PPDs or checking blood pressure or medication education, but also just talking to people about how to stay sober, kind of help them realize that there's something going on in their life that they really need to deal with. I learned a heck of a lot very, very quickly. I think I learned from all those Protestant ministers I worked with that we got a little too carried away with the smells and bells in Roman Catholicism. Most people don't understand the incarnation, that Jesus was coming down the hill into the valley of human care and concern. Some days I thought I was more of a priest at the Pine Street Inn or the New England Shelter for Homeless Veterans than I ever was when I was simply a priest. I mean, don't tell the cardinal, but I don't think I left the priesthood. I mean, I'm still a priest.